Hey everyone, today I'm trying out a new white paint for my negative space. And it's loud upstairs and somebody commented that it's hard to hear me. So I am looking into getting one of those like lapel mics so that you're not hearing, and then turning the camera mic off so you're not hearing all the extra noises around me. So I'm looking into getting one of those, looking at reviews. So normally, I use Dutch Boy, the Ultra White, so it's just right off the shelf. And this is Benjamin Moore. The name is Cotton Balls, so it is basically a white, but it is a mixed white, so it's not a base coat, it is mixed. And I don't see what the finish is on here, so I'm looking at the way it dried on here, and I'm guessing it is eggshell, maybe, or satin. Oh, wait, I see it. Eggshell. Yes. The teeny eggshell. So it is eggshell, so I was right. So the first things I notice is this stinks. It smells so bad compared to the Dutch Boy. It stinks. And the second thing, and I noticed this when I use that gray as well, is that it's thinner. So Dutch Boy must be a really thick paint. I've never actually painted a wall with it. I always use Sherwin-Williams on my, or Benjamin Moore on my walls. So this is what I usually paint my walls with. But it is thinner, and it's a lot easier to mix because of that. So the price point, this per gallon is about $13 more. So this in a gallon is about $13 more than the Dutch Boy. So I will probably not switch due to that unless something magnificent happens. Plus, as I said, it stinks. Ugh, I just smelled it again. It has and I just painted my whole upstairs with it, and it's the traditional house paint smell of like dirty feet. That's what I always think of when I smell paint. So, and I don't feel like the Dutch Boy has that. So I've stirred it with Floetrol and water. Not as much water as I do with the other, because as I said, as soon as I added the Floetrol, it got pretty thin. So I think I'm going to do a hammer smash and tilt. It glides really nice. There are a couple chunks, but it's probably from the inside of the can. This can is about 2 years old. I used it to paint a table. So when I poured it out straight from the can, I'm sure some of the chunks from the can came with it. But it sure did go on smooth. Looks nice and smooth, albeit stinky. Ugh. Alright, so let me get my mallet. And, oh, I'm going to take my Fitbit off. I don't know why I bother, it's dirty anyways. So I'm going to use pewter, metallic pewter. What on earth did I just drop in here? Ugh. How many do I want? You know, I always do an odd number. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with an odd. 4 always. Odd is just better. Well, there is like a drop of treadmill silicone in these. Look at that red against that pewter. Isn't that cool? I really like that. Now, what color would look amazing on top of the red on top of the pewter? No. I don't know. Maybe just a tad. Yeah, not too bad. Ooh, the pewter ate all the red in that one. Okay, once again, something fell in there. I feel it needs something else. I'm gonna smash it and I'm gonna see what it looks like. And colors are really pretty together. Right now I'm letting it kind of rejoin because the areas that I smashed are smashed. So you kind of got to let the paint fill in a little bit. There's a lot of cell action going on. Everything's popping and moving. That's a neat looking area. So it's pretty cool. Ugh, my pan is so messy, it's hard to see what's the painting and what's the pan. I had been putting paper down, and then I forgot a few times, and then it was so messy, I was like, why bother? Because these don't scrape up, like I can't just scrape the paint off. I don't know why, but it doesn't. Get this off the side so that drips down. I'm just going to tilt this one a little bit, not too much. I kind of like how it looks. Kind of want it over to this side, towards you. So I do my back and forth motion that tries to keep it centered from tilting too much, while still trying to get it to move across. I'm seeing some cool stuff as I'm moving this. There's lots of stuff in here. So that was kind of a bigger tilt I just did, and it was kind of a circular tilt. There's an eye and a nose and some kind of animal arm. still trying to move it in that same direction. I thought maybe if I go at it at a different angle, it will do it. So it caught that edge, just what I wanted. So now that it caught that edge, it will pull out the cells and I'll get the webbing that I love. And I got it right here too, and now I've got that. So I'm just pulling it down away from you now. Because now that I've caught that color over there, now I have more freedom to move it without changing the shape too much. I'm always talking about that, how it just needs to catch the side. And once it does, you know, I'm always like, if I could just tape it to the side. Because that's when it really starts doing stuff. Just needs an anchor. All right. Check it out from this angle. Just moving it out a little bit more. Kind of cut off that red in there, so now I'm just breaking it up so it doesn't look like it was cut off. I like it. I'm going to torch it a little bit. Now I see a skeleton head. He might torch out though. No, I didn't want to torch too close because I didn't want a bunch of stuff coming out, and it looks like only some stuff right here is coming out, but that looks to be the only place. Oh, that looks like an eye, bird's beak. That's my skeleton head, but the glare is on him. There. That's the lacing I love. That's the look I almost always try to achieve in somewhere in the painting. And there I've got it a little bit more there. So lesson learned. This paint did great. Worked great. I'll see how it dries, but it seemed to work fantastic. It is more expensive, so I most likely won't switch. But the more I'm experimenting with other negative space brands, pretty much now, I mean, I think I'll try a couple other brands, buy some of the little pints, because then I'll be able to say more confidently that just go out and find a latex house paint, basically. And this was eggshell, which really on a wall looks pretty close to satin. So I don't think I'll notice that much difference, and I varnish it anyways. So there's that. I'd love it if you liked the video and subscribed, and I will catch you next time. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye.